I want to offer you a higher level of awareness in healing, something that can make your healing journey, make your awakening just easier, faster, lighter, and just more direct. Now, healing makes you whole, wholeness makes you happy, and true healing is a light journey. True healing is an easy journey. True healing is a happy experience. So there's a limiting belief. In fact, there are two limiting beliefs that I want to share with you that are held universally in the mind of humanity, or near universally in the mind of humanity. And like most limiting beliefs, well, they're unknown. People are unaware of the limitations that exist in their mind, which is why they continue to exist there. So the truth of who you are and what you are is limitless, and that is where you're going. That's where all your healing is going. And be aware that everyone on the planet is here to heal from something, whether it's sickness, disease, whether it is sadness, anger, depression, anxiety, whether it's dysfunction or pain or trauma or whatever it is. Healing journey is a healing journey. It is taking you to the same place, which is the truth of your own limitlessness. Now, you have no need to make that a lifelong journey. That can be something that is done in less time than that. And if you are more direct about the way you go, if you have a limitless process to go, a limitless process that takes you to the truth of your own limitlessness, well, then it would stand to reason you're going to get there more directly. It would seem near impossible that you could remember the truth of your own limitlessness via a limited process. If you had a process that inherently within it held limiting beliefs or held limitations within it, surely those limitations could not express limitlessness. You would need to have limitlessness to express limitlessness. And so that's what I want to offer to you. In your healing journey, in your awakening, it's fundamental that you dissolve or you let go of all limiting beliefs. And why? Because you are limitless. That's where you're going. So you would need to be willing to let go of all of these limiting beliefs, because whatever you're experiencing, again, pain, suffering, trauma, tough relationships, sickness, disease, mental health challenges, whatever it is that you're experiencing, the things that you are experiencing are the outputs of the beliefs that are in your mind. So the beliefs that are in your mind are expressing themselves as physical outputs or as mental, emotional outputs, or the outputs that you experience in you and around you in the world. Everything is an output of the beliefs that are held in the unconscious mind. So if the truth is that you are limitless, but then you're experiencing things like pain, suffering, sickness, disease, whatever they are, well, they would have to be outputs of beliefs that were not limitless. If they're not limitless, then they would be limited. So they would be limited. They'd be limiting beliefs is what they are. And you would need to be willing to let go of all of them if you're going to be free and find your way back to your own limitlessness. And again, to do that, you would need to have a process that didn't have any limiting beliefs in it. So what I want to offer you is the awareness. And be aware that from a limited level of awareness, if this is your awareness in this small little circle here, well, in that limited awareness, you can only see the options that exist in that awareness. And if there's only one option for healing that exists in there, well, then that's the only option you'll be aware of. That's the only one that you will see. That's the only one that, as far as your perception is concerned, that's the only one that will exist for you, because that's simply all you're aware of. The options that exist beyond that from an expanded level of awareness, well, they'll be invisible to you because they're outside of your awareness. So you would need to be willing to let go of the limitations in your own awareness to embrace something more so that you can actually recover and remember the truth of your own limitlessness. What I want to offer you is just the awareness of these two limiting beliefs that's held in the mind of humanity. And number one, it's the limiting belief that if you're in pain, if you're suffering, if life is hard and things are really tough, well, the only way out is through. And you just have to keep going, grit your teeth, grin and bear it, just dig in and get through it. Just keep suffering, keep feeling the pain, embracing the pain, and eventually you'll get there. And that's something I hear all the time. And I hear people add meaning and add purpose to it, that these emotions, this pain, this suffering, it's really purposeful, and you're here to feel it and you're here to understand it. And yes, if you want to assign purpose to it, if you want to assign meaning to it, well, yes, it will then feel more important. And yes, you will spend more time on it. And yes, you will suffer in it for longer. If that's the only awareness that you have, well, that will seem like it is the only path forward. But from an expanded level of awareness, and you would simply need to look at the fact that if you are limitless, well, it could be impossible that there was only one way that something is limitless could actually achieve its outcome. If you're limitless, all options must be on the table. There must be something available beyond that. And if you're willing to let go of those limiting beliefs, well, you can go and you can find a way that doesn't have that pain attached to it. True healing is limitless. There are no limitations in healing. True healing is a light experience. It's a happy experience, and it's an easy experience, and it's joyous. It takes you to where you want to go. It's taking you to your best self. It's taking you to your wholeness. It's taking you to purpose. It's taking you to all of these good things. Surely this vehicle that's taking you to your very best version and greatest expression and everything that you're looking for, it couldn't be a painful journey to get there. It couldn't be a hard and heavy journey to get somewhere light. That would be limiting beliefs that are expressing that for you. So if you're willing to let go of those, then you can find another way. The other awareness that I want to offer to you is the limiting belief that's held in the mind of humanity that pain is your greatest teacher, that pain is an amazing teacher and you can learn from pain, and pain is the thing that teaches you the greatest lessons in life. Yes, you can learn from pain. Absolutely, you can learn through hurt, you can learn through suffering. Yes, you can learn through those experiences, but you are limitless. That would mean you would have no need to learn from pain because you must be able to get the same lessons other ways. You could learn in your joy, you could learn in your purpose, you could learn in your healing, you could learn in any experience of life. You wouldn't need to be in pain to learn. So yes, you can learn from pain, but you have no need to learn from pain because you are limitless. And again, if you assign meaning to the pain, if you assign purpose to the pain, well, you will express more of it because you placed a value on it, and the mind will always choose for whatever you've given value to. So if you're willing to let go of these limiting beliefs, then you can go beyond that. You can dissolve those and you can find yourself on track on a more direct path to your own limitlessness, going to where you truly want to get to. And the thing to remember, all I want to offer you is the awareness. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything for this other than just let the awareness in, because you can only perceive what you believe, which means if something's outside of your awareness, that means as far as you're concerned, as far as your perception is concerned, it doesn't exist for you. So you're never going to go looking for the thing that you don't believe exists. You would need to be willing to let this idea of your own limitlessness into your awareness. You would need to be willing to let the awareness of other possibilities in healing into your own awareness, because once they're in there and you have a belief in them, well, you will go looking for them. And that is what your perception does. All your perception ever does is it goes out there and it finds all the reasons why what you believe is correct. It finds all the reasons to support your own belief. It finds all the reasons why what you believe is quote unquote true. So let that in, let your own limitlessness into your awareness. Let the limitlessness of healing approaches, let that into your awareness. Once you have a belief in it, your perception can go out there and find it, and you will find the ways that you can heal without pain, without suffering, in a light way, in a happy way, in a faster, more direct way, in a way that will truly serve you, in a way that will take you to your best self and your very best life, and not just leave you in a loop going round and round, coming back to the start line, coming back to ground zero again and wondering why you're still suffering the same pain and the same patterns that you have for years. So let that awareness in, and then you can begin to ask true questions. You can reach out for help wherever you need to, but you will find yourself on a far more direct path to your best self and your best life.